Hello everybody, we are currently in Saint Agathe. We slept here last night, and by we, I mean me and my friend Bree, who is currently peeing beside my car.
You might hear it.
Today I wanted to compare our two cars in terms of car camping because we have similar cars, but as we've seen overnight, Bree's car actually might be better than mine for camping. So mine is a Prius C. I've talked about this in many videos in the past. You guys can check out this video here about my little tiny conversion that's not really a conversion, and you can check out my other little videos of my adventures there. Mine is a Prius C and Bree has the Toyota Matrix. Mine is a 2015 and hers is a 2006. So you might actually want to opt for her car because it'll probably be less expensive but better for car camping. So this is Bree.
Hello.
So I thought that before we showed you guys our actual cars, Bree could kind of tell you guys why she decided to come with me in her Toyota to experience car camping.
I have a 1979 Ford Econoline with a raised roof named Phoebe. And so she's under repair.
Yeah, repairs.
And so she's not really she's road ready as in she can drive, but to sleep in, it's on bare metal and it's a little bit rusty, so it's not ideal for now. But I still wanted to start getting into the car camping and van lifestyle. So I think it's just an excuse if you can't, because you could do it in one of these, you can do it in one of those, you can't see, but so I think that's why I wanted to come with you, because it's it's the same lifestyle, it's just depending on your size of vehicle, you can make it happen, You don't need the big high raised roof, super luxe interior, you just need something that rolls and a place to fit a bed and you're good to go. Yeah.
I've already made a couple of videos about my Prius, so if you guys want a full in-depth tour of my vehicle, then you can definitely check those out. I posted them before, but I will give you a quick overview of kind of what it looks like and how my setup is, so that you know what you're comparing it to. Basically on this side we have my bed. It is a toddler mattress that I got from IKEA. I don't fit perfectly flat, fully extended, but I sleep with my legs a little bit bent anyways, so it doesn't really bother me. On the side here I have whatever I'm bringing. So normally I have my Reflectix in the back over there, which I put up at night to prevent from heat or the cold, depending on the season, and also just to give me more privacy. And then this time I have a guitar that I actually don't know how to play, but that I am going to learn how to play. If you watch my previous video, you'll know a little bit more about that. And I have my Coleman stove. Usually I have a little foldable table that I can cook on, and my shoes, my tripod, that kind of stuff is all there. Here in between the front seat, which is put all the way up, and the back seat, I have a loofah bin where I put all of my food. I have my bag that has my clothes in it, and then my mattress with my pillow, and I think that's about it. The first major difference is that, as you see, my chair is still up. This is as much as it can go forward, and it can't go forward this way either, more than that. So you're gonna see in Bree's car that is a huge difference. Before we get to Bree's car, I just want to say that the biggest plus about having the Prius C is that it is so cheap on gas because it's a hybrid, so it uses part electric and part gas. Besides that, that's the only plus I think that I found about this car compared to the Matrix. And I think I paid almost $18,000 with the taxes and the interest for this car.
I paid her $3,500 one shot.
Wow. And I'm paying this over 6 years.
But she is a 2006.
Yeah.
And has over 300,000 kilometers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe we should talk about that. My car is I bought it at 109,000 kilometers.
Okay, that's good.
So it's gonna last me way more than the 6 years that I'm paying it off for, which I'm really happy about, because I don't want to have to worry about a car breaking down for a really long time, like my Vokes. So yeah, only at 109,000, and I paid like I said, with the interest and with the there's interest when you buy a car. Oh, the taxes. It came out to almost I think it was 17 or 18,000.
Mine has over 100,000. But Toyotas are super reliable cars, and they have a really good engine, so the mileage doesn't really matter when it comes to Toyotas.
Yeah.
Especially if you're always doing maintenance, as in oil, and they're also really good on oil as well. So the maintenance is very minimal.
Yeah, mine, I don't know if it's a hybrid or because it's a Toyota, but I only have to do the oil every 7,500 kilometers instead of the 5,000.
Yeah, I think it's because you have the electric.
The hybrid.
Yeah.
Gang, you guys are gonna save $50.
And on gas, she's actually really not that bad. Like, well, the price of gas right now is completely absurd. But let's say now she would cost for like a full tank maybe like $70 because of the price of gas.
Yeah.
But in regular times, I think maybe like 50.
Okay, yeah. So that's a good comparison too. If hers is at 70 right now, mine's at 50. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like a
$20 difference.
Yeah.
And then if yours at regular times, like normal gas prices, mine is about $30 to $35 to fill the tank, and hers is about 50.
Yeah, and I can get a lot of mileage out of her as well. She's also a manual, so that also helps
for
as
gas.
well. Yeah. Welcome to my crib. This is my bed. For my bed, you can't see because it's like inside a sleeping bag. Like, this is the inside of a sleeping bag usually, so it's a bit softer for me to sleep on. But it's two like self-inflatable mattresses that are just like stuffed inside of here. So it's like super comfortable, super padded. And I have my sleeping bag that I sleep in here, that I like pack away during the day, and I just keep this little thing on top. And then on this side here, this is where I keep my foldable table right here to cook on. I have my Coleman propane stove here. This is all my cooking ware, appliances, oil, little cutting board, and then in here this is like my small cooler to have my food in, as well as a small ukulele, which as well I do not know how to play, but I shall learn. Then I have like this, like, that's kind of the joys of it being a little bit longer, is like I have a bit of free space here. It has an extra window as well too, which is really nice for like light reasons, but to make reflectives is a little bit more annoying because it's like an extra window to cover for privacy and light and heat and cold. But it's nice because it's like a little peeking hole if you want to peek through during the night. I think that also another one of the differences is that my seats go down super flush, and they're like made out of like plastic, like it's not material, so if you drop anything or whatnot, it's easy to clean up. Under here is where I have my spare tire, my spark plugs, my booster cables. And there's like another little nook here where you can add extra storage, I guess, if you wanted to. I just have my like winter brush in there. Also in here is that it's like very high, like I can sit up normally, like I'm 5'3", so I'm pretty short as well. So it's super spacious and it's like long.
Nice. To compare it to mine, which I'm already hitting my head on, when I go in I have like almost no headroom. I mean, like, it's okay, but hers is definitely higher. Also, her trunk here is like longer.
So you have more space under.
Yeah, whereas mine here is really short. Like, you have almost no protection from the rain. There you go. She's like half out. There she was like fully in. So that's something that we noticed because it was raining a lot. My seats go down super flush, but there still is a gap. Like now, like my mattress kind of slid out a little bit, which I mean kind of still kept me up. Like it was still super comfortable, but I probably could utilize this space a bit more. I just have extra blanket as well, and that's the part as well that's an advantage, is that my front seat goes down flush. This is the part where my seat goes down super flush, so it's almost just in line with the rest of the seats. There is still a gap which can be filled with like a bin like Trista. And what's also cool here is that it kind of doubles as like an extra storage space or like a nightstand table, so when I have my snacks here they don't slide off, which is a bonus if you're a snacker. And it also serves, like I usually put my clothes here as well. And then the front, because the seat goes down super flush, this space here is kind of not used, so that's where I put my reflectives. That's basically it. Those are our two cars and the difference between my Prius versus her Matrix. I know I feel like my video was like a little bit quick and like not so well filmed, but there is better videos like on my channel, and I feel like you guys have seen my car 100 billion times. So this is more to like showcase Bree's car and her Matrix, and so you guys can see the pros and the cons to both. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like choose your battle. Like, yeah, like would you rather like a more expensive car? Why would you want a more expensive car at this point? Like,
well, I mean, yours is definitely better on gas too, but
and it's gonna last like a lot longer probably.
Exactly, yeah. And
Yeah.
also, I think whatever car you have, it's possible to turn into a car camping. Like, it's just, you just have to utilize your space properly.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do it with like, yeah, I think like a cheaper car super well. Like especially with this car, you have more space. You have like just the seats going super straight. So if you're even taller, if you're like taller than 5'3" or 5'5", you can still fit like lengthways since you can put down the front seat. Or you can go with a more expensive car and that is gonna like last longer and you can just be a tinier person.
Chop off a kneecap.
Exactly, just chop off like a couple toes, you know, you'll be fine.
Also, what you notice with smaller cars is that you get to be outside more often.
Yeah, like yesterday it rained a lot, and we spent most of the day outside, like cooking and just getting a little bit of protection from the trunk, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here, for subscribing, and for supporting me, I guess, on my journey, and maybe one day
if you don't subscribe, what are you doing?
She said it. She said it. Maybe one day you'll see her with Fifi somewhere, on the internet or in person. Who knows? All right, bye guys.
I used to think